Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Business, and I'm going to cut right to the chase. Thank you everybody. The YouTube channel surpassed 1,000 subscribers the other day, and I think it's like 1,035 at the time of this video. Thank you so much. Seriously, your continued support and like all the comments and the things the chat messages in the game, I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me and keeps me going with, I love the editing part of the game, like as far as making things that, a video, putting something together that people hopefully enjoy, but I obviously have to enjoy it too because it's part of my time. So I really appreciate it, everybody. And 9 months ago when I put up the first World Warships video from my first either my first or second match or whatever in the closed beta, I had 54 subscribers. So in the last few months things have really taken off. I mean, it's granted, it's still small. I mean, you look at other YouTubers, they have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. That's beyond anything I expected, and so is 1,000. I never expected this. So again, thank you, and I look forward to continue doing what I'm doing, and I hope everybody continues to enjoy it. And obviously with the live stream, I'm expanding a little bit and trying to complement both of these things at the same time. And to get to the match at hand here, I have kind of fallen in love again with tier 6 battleships, and I can thank ranked for that mostly because I bought the Fuso back again, and it helped me get through the initial phase of the ranks and whatnot, and get things going with that. I had that rekindled love solidified by the Warspite when I purchased that. I just, like, after tonight's set of games, I think I played like 17 matches in it or something ridiculous. So that's pretty awesome, but I'm having fun with it. And now I actually have let's see, I think all three of the tier 6 battleships are averaging between 75 and 80,000 damage and 70 and 80% win percentage. So that's pretty damn good. It makes me really confident being able to take any of these ships out and like really making something happen. So that's what this video is about, where for the first few minutes here, nothing good happens. I am completely subjected to the glory of RNGesus. So yeah, a lot of misses and just terrible shots. Well, not necessarily terrible shots, it's just the dispersion that really kicks in. But it starts to ramp up pretty quickly. And the other guy in my division is J-Dog Master. He's a viewer that was on the live stream, YouTube as well. And we hooked up for a division and ran some matches. And this was towards the end of the stream. And damn, was it a good match. So as you can tell so far, things aren't really going our way. We just lost our third ship to their none. So 2 cruisers and a destroyer. And we're not even 4 minutes in. So this Omaha has been really bugging the hell out of me, and I just can't seem to get him. And I'm doing ripple fire there, each shot going to a different location, and trying to account for his forward speed, and I still get nothing but overpens. So you can see my hit total in the top right, and my damage total in the top left. I'm doing really bad. So drive that point home, and we just lost a 4th ship, and things aren't looking that good right now. So we're down almost over 300 and about 350 points right now. Definitely not a good position to start off in, but finally get a citadel. So, and for whatever reason, when you don't hit anything, like anything of value, and then you get a citadel, things seem to start rolling just a little bit. So now we're down 5 ships to their 1. And the main concern at this point is just getting back into the match. And I mean, we're down quite a few points here. Things are heavily tipped into their favor, and it's just a matter of getting something done to try to salvage this match and get us within or give us the opportunity back of winning. there is a destroyer there in the center, and he'll be coming around here in a second. Take a look at the mini-map. Our carrier is moving right down south on the 8/9 line, and I don't think he was aware of what he was doing and just micromanaging his planes. And destroyer pops up, very low health. Send a ripple salvo over to him, and you'll notice I've got my 3 front turrets and my 3 rear turrets on different reloads. Definitely helps a lot being able to engage multiple targets and have the killing power as well. You know, and that's a big reason why the Japanese battleships are so damn dangerous with all these extra turrets and whatnot, between the 5 on even the Ishizuchi, the Congo, and of course with the Fuso, the Amagi. There's a different type of engagement that you're able to bring to the table, and that's a big reason why I like the Fuso and why it is always a capable ship, because of that. And you know, you can stay angled and fight a ship in front of you and behind you at the same time. You know, you just have to use the Control X, Shift X, and all that stuff to try to manage your turrets so you don't have to bring them back around for 20 seconds to, you know, get them back on target in front or behind you, of course. But trying to dump some shots into these battleships as we're heading out. I obviously have the range advantage, and it's not that difficult to line up these shots if I'm at like 18 or 20 kilometers. But you know, you know what, it actually can be rather tricky, because you know, the USN battleships, they move so slowly that you tend to overestimate their forward speed, and you know, all they have to do is hit S a couple times, and you know, if you have a boat and a half length of target lead on them, you're going to miss by a boat and a half length if they decide to start decelerating. You know, that's probably the biggest strong point of the defensive capabilities of the USN battleships, in my opinion, is how quickly they can come to a stop and mitigate that range advantage in that respect, where they can just not deal with the shots coming in and being hit. I mean, and goddamn dispersion, man. Did you see that? That's ridiculous. that should have been it should have been right on him, but it was kind of like a column, and it just kind of sprayed, you know, lengthwise behind him, so it kind of sucked. But looks like he's lost his engines, so that pretty much makes him a sitting duck. And you know, I'm not moving either, but I've got the range advantage and more turrets, more firepower. I can do more than that guy can, and it also helped by bringing us back into fighting range here on the points total, as far as being about 110, 112 points down, something like that. But we needed to make sure that we killed at least one ship before we pushed forward into our cap to defend that. Now, my primary target and J-Dog's primary target is obviously the one that we need to kill the fastest, the one that we can kill the fastest, the Königsberg here. He's almost at full health, and I'm going to be an idiot and not only get really close, and actually too close to him. I messed up the lead here. Check this out. And the guy's barely moving right now, and I didn't react to that. So yeah, I, for the most part, missed the bulk of his ship with that salvo, and see J-Dog switched over to AP, definitely switched over to AP, and he clears out the cruiser. And then that shot, I'm like, what the hell? That was a horrible shot. I mean, that missed my superstructure entirely. But switch over to engage the Fuso, who is engaging the battleship that's off to my right. And not much happens there. Got the torpedoes coming in, and come on, rudder shift, don't fail me. So close. Yeah, I got it. Nope. God damn it, I thought I beat that one. Well, here's a problem though. I've also forgot about the carrier. I hadn't even seen his planes. Like, I didn't even register them. Like, they just weren't around us when we were fighting up to this point. So, I'm taking flooding damage, and I'm going to be doing that for another minute and a half. So that's not very good at all. This situation is quickly turning back around in their favor to a massive degree. But we just cleared out that Fuso, and now we have the New Mexico here. And this may be one of the most inexplicable things I've seen in a while in terms of an enemy battleship player, his target prioritization. And honestly, I don't know what to say about this. I'm watching J-Dog here because he's firing at him, which I understand, but also at a certain point, I mean, you have to be spatially aware enough to know that I'm losing health, and now I'm on fire on top of it. So I'm rapidly losing health, and now I'm finally under 10 seconds until my cooldown. But if you noticed how much health I've lost waiting for that damn thing to come back up, the repair party, I mean, jeez, I was not spatially aware about the damn carrier planes, and I'm still getting shot at by the enemy battleship in the south. And I honestly initially thought that he was going to go for a ram for me, which is why he was still shooting at J-Dog instead of me. But the torpedoes came in, I managed to dodge him, I know I'm secure here, line up my shot, and dump everything I've got into him, which ends up being an almost 23,000 damage, no Citadel salvo, with 11 out of 12 shells hitting. So that was pretty good, and certainly helped get us back into the match. And so it's myself, J-Dog in his Cleveland, and a destroyer to the south right down there, who's been flirting with trying to take out that battleship that's been lingering down there for quite a while. They only have him and the carrier left, and I launched my scout plane. You can see that thing taking off there, and I'm trying to get this all taken care of as fast as I can. But unfortunately, and that would have been a really good shot, I think, it hit the damn island. So between dispersion and my I don't know why I honestly thought that would scale over that mountain, but oh well. I don't think I would have actually killed him outright, but I just think it would have done some good damage. But unfortunately, as we're trying to get things squared away here, and I'm trying to get into firing position here against the battleship, the destroyer is still spotted, and I don't know if that's from him firing his guns, which you could definitely see some shots coming, but I know there are planes in the area as well. But the carrier is right in the middle, and he's right up against the island there, and so he's going to go after J-Dog instead of me, which is actually an interesting mistake, because, well, it's not really a mistake, but in a way, you'd almost want to try to do whatever damage you could do and give your other ship a chance to stay in the match and win it for you. So this actually could have been very different if the carrier came for me instead of J-Dog and throwing his planes, what little planes remain, at him. And that little fade out, zone out, zoom out thing there was when I fired exactly at the same time as the scout plane came back. Unfortunately, our destroyer was detonated. So at this point, this match is, pretty much had a little bit of everything. But J-Dog has one of the greatest moments you can experience in this game, and that's a carrier, close range, rapid fire cruiser that you're using, and you've got his side, and there's no real chance of retribution or anything from the carrier. I mean, that's such an ideal situation to be in. I mean, he's got his whole health just to himself to just work him down and take him out. But watch what happens here when he gets the kill. This is absolutely ridiculous to me. I don't know how this goddamn medal works. How the hell did he get close quarters expert? He obviously didn't kill him with the secondaries. He didn't do like much damage at all to him. So why the hell did that come up? It just doesn't make any sense to me unless it's somehow counted like it miscalculated or something through the primaries of the Cleveland and considered them as secondaries for whatever reason for like a moment. I have no idea. But that's weird as shit, and I'm still really jealous that I haven't earned that yet somehow, and like I've come up real close to enemy carriers with my battleships, and I've purposely ignored them so I could try to get that damn medal. So yeah, it's just not working. But at this point, we're just trying to find the enemy battleship, and he could very well still win this. And he'd have a better chance, obviously, if I was dead. And you know, the carrier came after me instead of J-Dog and his Cleveland. And I initially thought that the battleship may go up the 8 line there and go towards our cap, but luckily that didn't turn out to be the case, because we may have had a little bit more of an issue trying to kill him then. But there he is, and I immediately start going hard to port to try to keep my ship angled in case he fires at me. And lining up my shot here, here comes, for what strange ass reason, he fired only one turret. Maybe he didn't think he'd clear the mountain, but again, just some odd behavior in this match. But I pull around. I figure I can dump everything I've got in this last shot and try to secure the win and try to protect J-Dog. But I kill him anyways. Yay! So check that out. Fireproof, unsinkable, high caliber, dreadnought, and Confederate. I think that's actually the first time I've had the flooding and the fireproof in one match. I'm pretty sure, at least. It's a very rare medal for me. It doesn't happen very often. We carried pretty hard, 8 kills. A few of the other players definitely did their part, but you know, it was pretty much all on us. But that about wraps this video up. Thank you for watching. I will be streaming again Christmas Eve, 8 p.m. Eastern for maybe just a couple hours, and then Christmas Day probably start at 3 p.m. Eastern and stop whenever I feel like it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But thank you so much again for 1,000 subscriber mark. That's a huge milestone to me. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. So I'll see you here next time, guys. Take care.